Right, quick video of another pheasant foot trap, leg trap. I suppose it could be for any bird really. What you've got is, I've got a block of wood at the bottom here. I think it's about 15mm thick. And I've kind of built this box section around it. Attached a trampoline spring. On one end here you've got a piece of cable that comes down through a hole, round through another hole, and on the end there is, you could tie a knot or just staple it, but that's got like a stopper on the end of it, because this bit can just stay here permanently. It could just be put through, bent over and nailed. And then a piece of string going through another hole with a knot and a small bit of wood just to keep it in place. So very similar to on a jibwe or on a jibwa bird trap, but kind of sideways or laid down flat, if you know what I mean. Exactly the same principle really. So the bird would stand on that releases the knot, then the spring flies and it pulls this and tightens this noose. So I've just got to lift this up a bit just to make sure it sits a little bit higher, like that. Oh, one thing I did forget, I've also had to carve a bit of a bowl here because the stick wasn't being depressed down far enough to set it off, if that makes sense. Because where the normal bird traps, it will just fall, it doesn't land on anything, but this one, it didn't go far enough. So what you could do is you could just drill a hole in the middle, or not have the bottom piece, but then you're going to find this hard to attach that part. And that would have the pheasant's leg trapped in there. So to set it, there's a reason why I left this piece of string long, and that's to help you set it. Sometimes it ends up like that over there, and then you just thread it back through. And this will help you set it. Surprising what tension is in one of these trampoline springs. So then you can hold it like this up with the extra bit of string, otherwise you'd have a nightmare setting this. It's hard enough as it is. Right, then you would just get a piece of stick and just lay this down somewhere in the bottom, out the way. And then because these holes here and here would have been better if they were higher. So to counteract that, I'll just push this up a bit, and then it keeps it above the trigger stick. I'll just take it out of here so you can see the bits that I couldn't show you while it was in there. So one big hole, one hole for the trigger, and in this one, like I said, it's just a knobble on there, and that just sits against there, and then it tightens like that. What you would want to do, definitely, is you want to drill a hole in this and attach a cable or a thick bit of string to anchor this, because you could catch a pheasant and it might just run off of this attached to its leg. So it's obviously got to be anchored to something if you made something like this. Pretty bulky, pretty heavy, but if you was a prepper and you wanted to make kind of traps for using in a certain area, or you had a vehicle, whatever, that might be a pretty good idea. Right, I'll tell you another thing. I've got a new book coming out which I've just finished writing, so I'll put that on at the end of this video, and I'll also do a proper video about it when it's all done. It's finished and it's out on Amazon, but I want to get the copy and then show you it. And it's called the Survival Tin Reference Book, and it's a book about all the items you have in the survival tin, their kind of usual uses, and then alternative uses, and kind of tips and tricks and things like that. Right, cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.